Brother, quick fire. But Afcon, we're in there. We went very far in the last tournament. Expectations are high. I want to start you off by finding out how far you think we'll go and why.
Well, I booked my ticket until the 19th of January.
Okay.
That tells you. I believe in Papa Hugo and the boys, I think we can definitely come out of that.
Yeah.
Angola, Egypt. Egypt probably on paper, the hardest fixture to negotiate.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't rule out because their players play in the PSL, so they know us like the back of their hands.
They do, but I was of the opinion that, or not even of the opinion, I thought we wouldn't see them in Afcon.
Yeah.
But here they are.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, things could be, football is football.
Yeah, and they could have gotten one of my favorite coaches of all time, Stuart Baxter. I think he was just not convinced by the project.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to get Stuart Baxter on board. They ended up hiring someone else who I'm told they're not even happy with. They're contemplating even sacking the coach before the Afcon starts. So it would be nice for us, for them to go.
Yeah, to stabilize the
rabbit in headlights. But yeah, I'm hoping Papa Hugo and the boys, we bring it home.
Who's our star player, bro?
In this 25-man squad?
Yeah,
it's a tricky one because I think Coach Hugo has tried to stay away from having
that's actually very
big
true.
Personalities. He stayed away from that because he wants synergy and harmony in the team. But if in my opinion, Sipho Mbule is cooking, bro.
Sure, he rose from the ashes. Yeah.
Especially really without Mushishi there.
Yeah,
Sipho Mbule is like. He's on another level now. Like he's born again.
And now you've got Chiefs who are not getting that many call-ups.
Yeah.
Do you think it's solely a performance thing, or because you know how the fan bases get? I get favoritism. Hey, they're hating on Chiefs or whatever. Do you see guys who should be in the squad who are not in the squad?
I don't know about should, but definitely guys who made a case to be in the squad. But then the question is who drops out.
Who do you leave out to give them space?
I would have loved to see Brendan Peterson. For me, he's a top goalkeeper. I think if you had Sipho Chain, Ronwen Williams, and Brendan, you've got solid 3 goalkeepers.
100%.
Although some people have argued that for a third choice goalkeeper, maybe you would have needed a young one like. Smith Lowe, who was our goalkeeper at the Under-20 World Cup. He's already playing abroad. Why not give him tournament experience with an eye for the future as well? Although it takes a while. Goalkeepers Sipho and Ronwen are gonna hold on to those positions for another 5 years. Because,
we also say Lisi Pole and herself, it's hard for him to get game time, But imagine being a third choice goalkeeper.
100%. So I would have liked to see Biza in the team. But at the same time, I don't know if because Mdu Shabalala of Chiefs is on standby, but if you were to argue for him to get in, who do you drop? Unless you sacrifice a Chandra Campbell, who's a young player that's purely there for the experience, you'd have to drop Chandra to put Mdu in. But
it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. So I don't think it's maybe the last little while it's been a performance thing for Coach Hugo because he's been upfront about it and blunt about it that he's not convinced by Kaizer Chiefs. But since they returned into continental football as well, and I think Rushun Dotli, had it not been for the injury, he would have been at least the one Chiefs player nailed on to play, because you look at who is playing left centre back. He's got Kuluman Ndamani there, and he only brought him in once, a left-footed centre back like Rushun Dotli suffered a long-term injury. So Rushun would have definitely been playing at the Afcon.
Okay, with that being said, speaking Afcon, which South African team do you think have the whole team? We can play them as Bafana Bafana. Which team do you think is that strong enough? And I think I know the answer, but
but I think now it's a year ago I would have said Sundowns. Because even when I was at the Afcon in Cote d'Ivoire, a lot of people couldn't believe that our team got a bronze medal made up of 98% of locally based players, and the majority of I think Sundowns had 10 players in the squad. You had Mvala and Grant playing together as centre backs. You had Kuliso. And then you had Tapelo Morena, Tapelo Maseko, you had Tebo Mokwena in there, you had Temba Zwane. So it's shifted a little bit to, I think it's Pirates now who have the majority of the players. And what it is continental football.
Yeah.
And I think had Chiefs been into continental football a lot earlier, or as Kukune had gotten further, you probably would have seen a Keleto Mahalwa there and things like that. That's how Elias Mokwana sort of started knocking on the door before he went to Esperance and now to the Saudi Arabian League. It's because their teams were playing continental football and coach felt they were getting the much needed experience.
Okay.
So yeah, for now I would say it's half and half. I would take like a nice good mixture of Sundowns and Pirates players and say, hey, it's
So you're not confident enough to say, or Hergaromela Pirates, or even I don't know.
Even a Sundowns.
Yeah.
No, I think now there's frailties in both sides from
True.
like a defensive point of view or an attack. So you need to complement here and there. Hence he's now decided, okay, I no longer have Grant Kekan and Mvala. So what has he done? He's taken CBC and TLB who play together at club level as well. You know, Tepang Moremi is turned into a beast since he signed from Amazulu to Pirates. So. And yes, they didn't go further in the Champions League, but the previous year they got to the semis. You know, look at Mohaun Kota. He was bossing it in the Champions League. His first ever Champions League, and he looked like he'd been playing there for years. So a combo of those two teams, which is what he's essentially done, and then taken a few players here and there, some overseas-based players. So yeah, but yeah. A year ago, definitely I would have said, it's a Modladisa Sundowns. But now I think Pirates are on another level, bro.
So, I mean, there's rumors, I don't know, you know, how factual this is, or Hugo Broos said he's leaving, you know, after these big tournaments.
Yeah, no, it's a fact,
Do you think it's a wise move to announce that early on? I mean, like, you know, there's players who become attached to their coaches, you know, and now this guy Warisi, Wavaya, like...
Yeah, but I think he announced it pretty early. I was actually doing that interview. We were playing South Sudan in Cape Town.
Yeah.
It was an Afcon qualifier. That's when we sealed our Afcon qualification. So it's a while back. I think it's early in the year. And he made it clear that we've qualified for Afcon now. We're going into World Cup qualifiers. I'd love to take the team to the World Cup and then retire, because I've been to a World Cup as a player. I've never done it as a coach. I'm in my 70s, approaching 80. I'm tired. I'm away from home. I want to spend time with my grandchildren. So for me, it's not an issue because he announced it quite early on. If he dropped the bomb now on the eve of the Afcon, then it's like Madala Wita, you know.
So it's time to also mentally prepare the players.
Yes, the players know.
If anything, give me a good send-off.
Yes, and the players are playing with that in mind. I mean, I think if you look at that game against Rwanda, after like bottling it against Zimbabwe, the fixture before, when we played Rwanda, that final game where we needed to score goals and hope Nigeria do the business against Benin, you could tell that these guys want to take Hugo to the World Cup, especially after we lost points, that we got dropped points because of the Teboho Mokoena saga as well.
Okay. Last but not least, if you were to put a five-a-side team, picking from Bafana Bafana players, who would it be?
If I'm doing five-a-side, do I need a goalkeeper?
You don't, because a lot of teams now play infield players as a goalkeeper.
Yeah. So let me sacrifice a goalkeeper because, no, I'd go TLB for sure. That guy is a super athlete. I want that guy in my team. Nobody's gonna go past that guy. I'd go Teboho Mokoena.
Okay.
I'd go Oswin Apollos.
Okay.
I'll go Sipho Mbule.
Okay.
Kishota Kawani.
Yeah.
And I'll go Themba Zwane. Or you are saying from this 25-man squad or just in general?
In general.
Yeah, then I'd go Themba Zwane.
Themba Zwane. Okay.
Too many.
A lot of faith still in Zwane.
Yeah, no. That guy, listen, of his generation, the best by far.
Okay. Well, good luck to the boys, and bro, thanks again for coming.
No, pleasure, brother.
Appreciate it. Sweet.